Nebraska's top boys high school basketball players came together as a team for the first time only on Saturday, and almost immediately the talents of these young men came to the surface. The coaches of both the Red and Blue set out to prepare their squads for what will be their team's last high school competition. The 2006 Nebraska All-Star Boys basketball game is next. NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports, is live from North Star High School in Lincoln, Nebraska for the 2006 Nebraska Coaches Association All-Star Boys basketball game. Tonight, Nebraska's top players compete in their final high school event as the Red All-Stars meet the Blue All-Stars. Hi again, everybody. Kevin Kugler from North Star High School for Game 2 of our doubleheader here tonight on NET. Now the boys get their chance to shine in this Coaches Association All-Star Game. The best talent in the state of Nebraska on hand here tonight, and we should be in for a dandy ball game. Working with me, of course, former Husker football and basketball star Matt Davison. And Matt, you can tell the importance of games like this. Matt Hill's been in the Texas program a couple of months. He's back, though, to play tonight.
That's right, and that's what comes to mind when I think about this game tonight, Kevin, is some of these guys probably haven't played a whole lot of basketball leading into this game. For most of them, the last basketball game they'll ever play. Not for Matt Hill, obviously. He's going on to play. A couple other guys are, too. But tonight, I look for a really competitive game. These guys, a lot of them, like I said, last game ever, they're going to leave it all on the floor. They're going to get up and down. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight.
Well, and it's an exciting way to get in shape for that basketball season, which is still a couple of months away for these guys.
Absolutely, and like I said, this is the best talent in the state of Nebraska. So for a lot of these players played in small communities, or whether they were in Lincoln or Omaha, you know what? They get a chance to see how they compare to everybody in the state of Nebraska. It's an exciting time for not only these players, but these players' families also.
The 2006 Nebraska Coaches Association All-Star Basketball Game. It's next from North Star High School on NET Sports.
All across the state, Nebraskans use electricity every day. And that electricity is 100% publicly owned. So profits don't go to stockholders, but are returned to Nebraskans. And because the power is supplied to Nebraskans by Nebraskans, it's reliable. Always there when you need us. NPPD, together with your local public power utility.
This program is brought to you by the Nebraska Soybean Checkoff. Soy biodiesel is a soy-based, clean-burning, renewable fuel that can be blended with petroleum diesel to reduce America's dependence on foreign oil. Soy biodiesel, making a difference for Nebraska's soybean farmers and you.
You can't buy abundance. Take care of what you're given, and it'll take care of you. Foresight and common sense, that's the Nebraska way. And at Pinnacle Bank, we think that's the way banking should be. Keep an eye out for what's to come, but stay focused on the task at hand. Vision and hard work, that's the Nebraska way. And at Pinnacle Bank, we think that's the way banking should be.
NET Television has been recognized by the Nebraska High School Rodeo Association for outstanding coverage of the Nebraska High School Rodeo Championships. NET Television is proud to be part of Nebraska High School Rodeo Championships each year and is committed in bringing quality local programming to Nebraska.
At Lincoln's North Star High School, just about set for the boys' All-Star basketball game. And let's bring in our public address announcer, Rich Broderson, for tonight's starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lincoln North Star High School for tonight's 38th Annual Nebraska Coaches Association's All-Star Boys Basketball Game. Now for tonight's All-Star introductions. First for the red team, a 6-foot guard from Lincoln Northeast, Andrew Bridger. A 6'1" guard from Omaha Bryan, Avery Tyler. A 6'2" guard from Bellevue West, Jeff Martin. A 6'2" forward from Aquinas, Kyle Eller. A 6'3" guard from Lincoln Southeast, Alec Blankenau. A 6'3" forward from Ewing, Ryan Dramer. A 6'4" forward from Ravenna, Drake Beranek. A 6'5" forward from Omaha North, Arion Williams. A 6'5" forward from Holdridge, Brad Smith. A 6'5" forward from Lincoln East, Matt Newman. A 6'9" center from Lincoln High, Josiah Parker. A 6'11" center from Lincoln Southeast, Matt Hill. The student managers, Jeremy Higgins. The assistant coach for the red team from Ponca High School, Bob Hayes. And the head coach for the Red All-Stars from Lincoln Northeast High School, Steve Bartek. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Blue All-Stars. A 6-foot guard from North Platte St. Pat's, Jacob Brandel. A 6'1" guard from Cambridge, Waid Vontz. A 6'1" guard from Lincoln East, Kendall France. A 6'2" guard from Lincoln North Star, Tyler Bullock. A 6'3" guard from Grand Island, Mitch Karstens. A 6'4" guard from Bishop Newman, Aaron Brent. A 6'4" forward from Omaha Burke, Andrew Anderson. 6'5" forward from Miller North, Roy O'Neill. A 6'6" forward from Omaha Central, Rodney Grace. A 6'6" center from Bellevue West, Jake Meyer. A 6'8" center from Blair, Pete Reynolds. Injured and not playing from Syracuse, Casey Schrader. The assistant coach for the Blue All-Stars from Clay Center High School, Rick Rath. And the head coach for the Blue All-Stars from Cambridge High School, Dale Schoenfish. Ladies and gentlemen, the officials for tonight's championship game with the All-Stars will be Randy Hagedorn, Jeff Wallace, and Tim Bornemeyer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise as the Lincoln Northeast Pep Band, under the direction of Janet Lafayette, plays our national anthem.
The 2006 Nebraska All-Star Basketball Game is being carried live over the internet, so if you have friends or family who don't have access to NET, have them go to our network website at netnebraska.org, click Sports, and the All-Star Basketball webcast link. Live web streaming is a free service of NET, Nebraska's home for sports. Well, good to get this one started. Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. The Red All-Stars and the Blue All-Stars. Of course, if you're just joining us, the first one going to overtime between the girls is Steve Bartek, the head coach of the Red All-Stars, the head coach at Northeast High in Lincoln for 4 years. And there's a look at Del Schoenfish, the longtime coach at Cambridge since 1971. He's been at Cambridge. 522 wins in his tenure as the head coach of Cambridge. Now that's success right there.
Sure is. 25 years.
Now we're ready to go here. The red team and the blue team. Good look at Matt Hill, the Lincoln Southeast grad who's headed to Texas. Actually, he's back from Texas for this game tonight. Been down there most of the summer, actually taking some classes down there already. And getting ready for the upcoming season with Rick Barnes and crew down at UT.
I don't blame him. I think I'd have gone down there too this summer and taken a class or two and worked out on that campus.
Tip controlled by the Blue All-Stars, and we're underway. Kendall France will bring it up. France on the drive past Bridger, and the floater no good. Rebound by Matt Newman of Lincoln East. Andrew Bridger quickly up the court.
You're going to see these teams go up and down pretty fast.
They will run. Bridger in the corner now to Alec Blankenau. Inside Matt Hill. Hill to the basket. He's good, and the foul.
Boy, he's a load inside. You can see really got good position inside. It was a nice entry pass to the correct hand. Little pump fake. Goes up and connects. He's about 7'6" with that hair. So he looks like an even bigger monster than what he really is.
Hill hits the free throw. He has 3 quick points and a 3-0 lead for the Red All-Stars. Left side, Kendall France feeding down low to Rodney Grace, trying to go right back to work against Hill, and Hill blocks it out of there. Bridger has it taken away. There's Grace to the other end. Grace has it picked out of there by Drake Beranek, and Beranek on the run. Beranek loses the handle on the ball, and it's out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Red All-Stars. 3-0 Red with the lead, and Beranek and crew for the Red will inbound on the side. Matt Newman, Lincoln East product, will trigger in. Andrew Bridger to work for the Red All-Stars.
Much like the girls' game, you're not going to see a lot of structure on offense. Just screens, screen away from the ball. First open shot you get, put it up. Try to go after a mismatch. Obviously, Matt Hill's the guy out for the Red squad. They want to get it inside to him, work through him on the offensive side.
Bridger splits the defenders, has it taken away. Karstens in a race to the other end with Beranek, and a foul. Nope, a travel is called. Good defense by Drake Beranek. Got back, and instead of committing the foul, forced the travel and the turnover back to the Red All-Stars. So now Bridger will walk it up for the Red. 3-0 Red leading. First quarter of play. A little bit of sloppy play to start, as you might expect. Jumper by Matt Newman is good. 5-0 Red.
Nice little jump shot. There could be a few jitters, you know. I mean, everybody's human. You get a little bit nervous. You're playing against the best players in the state. It's a packed house. You're on TV.
Waited a little extra time to get out on the court as well. Tyler Bullock, tough shot. Rebound tipped up by Andrew Anderson, and now Matt Hill outlets to Bridger. Right through the hands of Bridger. Beranek there to scoop it up for the Red. Hill off the foot, and Anderson up the floor. Numbers for the Blue. To the basket, layup good by Bullock. Tyler Bullock with the first 2 for the Blue. Newman for 3, a little bit short. And his Lincoln East teammate, France, brings it out of there. Grace, the long jumper, no good, and Beranek the rebound.
Not a lot of sharing going on right now.
A lot of turnovers as we see another one. Grace with the pick. Bullock drives to the basket, and it's good. Tyler Bullock. He knows this gym, played here for Lincoln North Star. And Bullock, who's going to Denver to play for the University of Denver, has 4 points. Tough pass for Hill to handle, a little too high, and here comes France and the Blue All-Stars. Down low, Anderson, reverse layup is good. And the Blue with a 6-5 lead. And it's swatted away by Bullock. But a whistle inside first. So we're seeing a lot of dribble penetration here in the first couple of minutes.
Get the ball out of the net and push it up the floor. Whoever gets it first, shoot it.
That's kind of what you see in an all-star game more often than not.
I think you're going to see both coaches in the first time they have a chance, which is right now. I think you're going to hear them preaching, hey guys, slow it down a little bit, share the basketball. Let's make it a little bit better quality right now than what we're seeing.
Blue All-Stars with that timeout. And Del Schoenfish probably saying just that to his team. Well, they're two of the richest men in the world, and they're giving away their billions. Friday night at 7:30 Central Time on NET1. Warren Buffett and Bill Gates share secrets of success in a fast-changing world and give UNL business students advice about investing, philanthropy, and more. Watch Buffett and Gates go back to school Friday night at 7:30 Central on NET1. So the red and the blue All-Stars locking up here, early action, and the blue leading the Reds 6-5. And the red All-Stars are going to inbound. First, a conversation on the blue bench. Got to get set right where you can inbound here.
Yeah.
Now Matt Newman's in a perfect spot. Right in front of some of the blue All-Stars, giving a tug on his shorts as he stood over there. Bridger, long jumper, no good. Rebound, Andrew Anderson. France on the run, back to Brandt, and Brandt traveled with it. So the turnover back to the red All-Stars.
Everyone in a little bit of a hurry. Kind of probably have their families here. Big game.
You stood in the hallway for 45 minutes.
Yeah, waited
Pacing.
through the overtime.
Blankenau backs it up. He'll fire the guarded jumper, and he hits it, a three.
Man, that's a heck of a shot.
Alec Blankenau. And on the other end, the layup good by France. 8-8 our score. Dump inside to Hill. Tough shot by Hill. Tipped up and in. Got his own rebound, and the putback by Matt Hill. Now Grace to the other end of the floor. Misses on the short shot, and Bridger the rebound. Red leading 10-8. Newman for three. A little bit short. There's Blankenau with a rebound. Down to Hill for the stop.
Now when he catches it that close, the way to finish, big man. Two hands, put it down hard.
He's been down at Texas, as we mentioned, working out for the last 2.5 months with the Longhorns, and he's looking a little stronger. Blankenau lays it up and in. And Alec Blankenau, teammate of Matt Hill at Lincoln Southeast. And it's the Southeast Knight connection that's leading the red team so far. 12 of the 14 points scored by Southeast Knights. France inside, and he steps on the baseline and out of bounds to the red All-Stars. Beranek back in for the red. Mitch Karsten's in for the blue.
One thing I really like about Matt Hill as you watch him play tonight is how he gets up and down the court so well for a big man at 6'11". I mean, you might as well say 7 feet, but boy, he runs the floor well, gets block to block really quick, plays defense, but once he plays defense, he gets back to the other end and really puts himself in a position to make plays on the offensive end too.
You see a lot of Big 12 basketball. How's he going to fare in the Big 12?
Well, that's one reason he's really going to fit well, I think. If you watched the Big 12 basketball tournament last year, one of the things Marcus Aldridge did was run the floor well for a 7-footer, got a lot of easy buckets, and really moved him up the draft board by being able to run and move so well as a 7-footer. Obviously, he's going to have to put on a little weight, be able to bang inside with some of the bigger guys, but there aren't a lot of 7 feet or 6'11" guys in college basketball. Not with the athleticism of Matt Hill. You can see how he can handle the ball himself.
Richard hits the three off the assist from him.
Really moves well, passes well. So, you know, I think he's going to fit well.
Jumper in the corner. That's a three on the other end for Aaron Brandt out of Bishop Neumann. 17-11, red team by 6. Good no-look inside, cutting down the baseline, Beranek for 2.
That's the kind of basketball you want to see, a little back cut, good look underneath, and a nice finish.
19-11, a breathless pace here in this first quarter between these two squads. Bullock for 3. That's off the mark. There's Beranek with a rebound. Tough pass. Beranek cannot connect. Trying down the floor for Blankenau, just missed him.
Didn't look like too bad a pass. You know, you don't play with these guys very much. Play for 2 days together, and you're expected to come out here and, you know, be a fine-tuned machine. That's not going to happen, but
Matt Hill's going to get a breather for the Red All-Stars as Ryan Tramer is into the game. Ewing High grad. Bullock will walk it up for the Blue All-Stars. Down 8, 19-11. Brandt trying to drive baseline. Now takes it in the middle, and Brandt with the soft touch gets his second bucket. Bridger, quick 3. A little strong. There's Blankenau with a rebound. Baseline jumper good for Ryan Tramer.
good look inside by Blankenau.
3 on the other side, no good by Karstens, and a foul on the rebound. A little bit of a push from Matt Newman, and it'll stay with the Blue All-Stars.
Let him play.
Again,
Just a little push off. Missed on the 3.
I know. You like the physical play.
Let him play.
One thing, you talk to people at Tecumseh High School, and they say that Matt Davison would go down low and bang. That was the kind of style of play he had.
I don't know if they say
Post
that.
into the post,
yeah.
throwing his body around.
Post you up. Love to hit people, too.
I know you did. Tyler Bullock, the fadeaway. There's a tough shot from Tyler Bullock.
Little fadeaway.
That was more your style. The fadeaway.
Yeah.
Avoid the contact.
No contact.
Matt Hill, the turnaround jumper. Soft touch, but can't get the roll. And now Anderson, the rebound. Here comes Andrew Anderson, coast to coast. The pull-up jumper, no, and Hill the rebound. And he throws it away. Brandt, great anticipation. Pull-up long 3, no good. Rebound out to Brandt. Dumps it down low to Grace, and he lays it in.
Nice finish inside from Grace.
Blankenau's hammered as he comes up. Bullock didn't agree with the call from Randy Hagedorn, one of the officials tonight, but Bullock will pick up his first.
Boy, really pleading his case on that one. It looked like he can't take a swipe like this. And, I mean, he might have got a lot of ball.
When you chop down,
you really chop down like
you
that.
get the call.
Yeah.
So Blankenau, 79% free throw shooter a year ago for the Southeast Knights. Hits his first free throw. He has 6, and the Red with a 5-point lead, 22-17. Defense at a premium here so far in this first quarter. On pace for well above triple digits in this ball game. Brandt has it tipped around. Grace inside, now back out to Anderson for 3, it's good. Andrew Anderson, he has 5.
Well, in the beginning of the game, there wasn't one pass being made on either end. Now there's maybe 1 or 2, and you can see the difference. Getting some open shots, and they're able to knock it down.
Hill inside, they double team him, and still draws the foul. It's number 2 on Rodney Grace, and the 5th team foul on the Blue All-Stars. Hill to the line, already 7 points tonight for Matt Hill. Free throw no good. He was a 57% shooter last year at the line, and 67% shooter from the floor. Now most of those, I'm guessing, came a little bit closer to the basket than the free throw line.
Yeah, he's got, ooh.
Tough shot there from Hill. Misses them both. Red with a 3-point lead, Blue with the ball. Aaron Brandt back out to Bullock. Tyler Bullock 25.5 points a game a year ago. Anderson spinning down the baseline. Nice move, but Hill there to block it out of bounds.
That was a good move down the baseline, but once they get in there, you know, these guys a lot of times were able to elevate over the defense in their high school, where whoever it is they were playing against today, more height, more athleticism, not only to share the basketball with their teammates there, but better defensive players, you know, more athleticism on defense.
Brandt inside. Nice move by Aaron Brandt. It's an impressive start for the Creighton walk-on, Aaron Brandt. 7 points. Underneath, what a play, Andrew Bridger. Wow.
That brought some woos from the crowd.
It should have. Bullock alone on the other end, and Hill the rebound. Tramer, a charge on Ryan Tramer. That'll be his first. And it's back the other way to the Blue All-Stars. Well, you gotta like the action in this first quarter, up and down the court.
It has been fun. How about this? Bingo. Not even, no rim on that one.
No. He'll be a UNO Maverick this year. Head coach Darren Hansen. Trying to fill the void at point guard, left by Calvin Copples, who graduated.
Yeah.
Anderson. Back out to France. Kendall France, long three. Hill, another rebound. Has it almost taken away, able to corral it back. Newman, open three in transition. Matt Newman rains down a three.
One pass and another quick shot. Another but net.
Here we go on the other end, and Brandt hits the three. 10 first quarter points for Aaron Brandt. Bridger to the other end. This one no good. Rebound swatted out to France. Karstens gives behind, and Bullock loses it off his foot. 22 seconds left in a fast-paced first quarter. It's probably a good thing you've got to play a second lineup in the second quarter. These guys in the first have been running. Bridger. Beranek all the way to the basket. He thought about bringing that one down, and instead almost got pulled down by Andrew Anderson. He went up with two hands.
He did. Got met right at the top of his jump. You see the challenge here. Oh, and that's just a nice play on defense and a good call. Nice strong take, though, on the offensive side, too.
9 seconds to go. Taken away from Hill by Anderson. He's got to hurry. 3 seconds. Bullock at the horn. No good. And we have reached the end of the first quarter of play. What a start to our boys All-Star basketball game. The Red All-Stars 28, the Blue All-Stars 25. Second quarter is next.
Programming is provided in part by Education Quest Foundation. For over 15 years, Education Quest has offered free college planning services. These services include scholarship searches, student loan information, college selection, and help with completing financial aid application. Education Quest is located in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha. Appointments are available at 800-666-3721.
Programming on NET Television is made possible in part by Somnos Sleep Disorders Center, offering comprehensive testing and diagnosis of sleep disorders, including sleep apnea, since 1990. With clinics in Lincoln and Grand Island, our staff of sleep professionals strives to provide convenience, comfort, and personal care. Information available at somnos.com, because everyone deserves a good night's sleep.
NET sports coverage of the 2006 Nebraska All-Star Games are made possible in part by Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. By Pinnacle Bank, with over 45 locations statewide. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be, the Nebraska way, member FDIC. And by Somnos Laboratories, offering comprehensive testing and diagnosis of sleep disorders, SOMNOS.com. Second quarter about to begin at Lincoln North Star High School with Matt Davison. I'm Kevin Kugler. A Certainly grateful, both of us are, that you've decided to spend some time with us this evening. New players on the floor for both squads. New lineups. Avery Tyler gets it over to Jeff Martin, who fires a quick three right off the bench for the Red All-Stars. Arion Williams with the rebound. Williams in the paint. Jumper no good, and the rebound to Roy O'Neal. Here come the Blue All-Stars. Waid Vontz in the corner. The jumper up and good by Jake Meyer for three. And the Bellevue West grad starts off this second quarter with a three to tie it at 28. Jump stop, and the jumper short by Avery Tyler. And now Vontz on the run for the Blue All-Stars. Waid Vontz, Meyer, and now Jacob Brandel running hook. No good. Rebound underneath by Pete Reynolds, and Reynolds is fouled. Good work inside by the 6'8" Blair High product, Pete Reynolds.
Both squads come out guns blazing again here in the second half. Couple quick threes to start the second quarter, I should say, and getting up and down quick again. Brand new players in there. And we'll see how Reynolds can do inside at 6'8" without having Matt Hill inside. Still some size on the other team, but we'll see if Reynolds can get something done inside.
Good free throw shooter. 73% this year at the line this past season.
Pretty good for 6'8" player in high school to be shooting that well from the free throw line.
Over 1,000 points in his career. He'll head to Cornell in the fall. Avery Tyler backs it out. The three on the way, and good for Jeff Martin.
And if you want to watch how a jump shot ought to be shot, you watch Jeff Martin. And this guy elevates off the floor. Perfect rotation. Nice follow through.
Aggressive drive by Jake Meyer of Bellevue West. And he'll work his way to the line for the Blue All-Stars. Brad Smith with his first personal. Meyer going to Rockhurst in the fall. Most of these guys that you're watching tonight are going to continue their basketball careers at some level, whether it be Division I, Division II, NAIA, Division III, wherever they end up going. Most of these guys will play more basketball after tonight. Second is good from Jake Meyer. He has 5. Avery Tyler will walk it up. Blue All-Stars leading by 1. Brad Smith, the alley-oop attempt, but he left it a little bit behind Arion Williams. And we head back the other way for the Blue All-Stars. Good idea, just quite get the pass on target.
No. Arion Williams, you want to talk about a show in the pregame, he was putting down some really crazy dunks. Got the crowd into it pretty good, and here he comes.
Arion Williams, the 2-on-1. Avery Tyler to Arion Williams. Nice little alley-oop. Thought about the dunk, didn't get there in time. Pass a little bit high, but it still counts for 2. Vontz in the corner. Hits the 3. Waid Vontz, who quarterbacked in the Shrine Bowl a week ago. It's his first bucket of the night. 2-point lead for his Blue All-Stars.
Oh, athlete. You know, you look at Waid Vontz and his size. Scored a lot of points, 26 a game. Quarterbacks his football team. Obviously a great quarterback, so just an all-around really good athlete.
Three-pointer good by Jake Meyer. 8 second quarter points for Meyer in the first 2.5 minutes of the quarter. Tyler on the other end. A little bit long on the 3, and O'Neal quickly up the floor for the Blue All-Stars. Here comes Vontz, driving it all the way in. It's a charge on Waid Vontz. Good job establishing position by Brad Smith.
Sure was. He got there. I think it was a good call. Vontz kind of got left in the air. We'll see it here going to his left. Yeah, good call. He was there. That's where you want to do that jump stop and go straight up. When you do the jump stop and continue to fade forward, that's when you get the charge called on you. It's really tough to do when all your momentum's going straight, but if you can do that jump stop and go straight up, no contact, nice little bank shot.
Tyler has it taken away. Picked up, though, by his teammates. Arion Williams tries the 3. It's off the backboard, and a foul coming over the back on Josiah Parker.
Fouls number 51.
So back to work go the Blue All-Stars as Steve Bartek looking on. Bartek, a 5th-round draft pick of the Golden State Warriors in 1984. He played in this game in 1980.
Same year as Kelly Jeffries. Right?
Absolutely, that is correct. Kelly Jeffries, of course, coached the Blue All-Stars in the girls' game earlier tonight. Off-balance shot by Meyer, can't get the roll. And Ariane Williams out ahead to Tyler. Kyle Eller to Josiah Parker. Long three, good from Avery Tyler, his first bucket. And here come the Blue All-Stars, tied at 38.
Well behind the three-point line.
Blue back to work again. 6:33 remaining in this first half.
No, it really does seem like every year we do these games, the talent gets better. Obviously, you have your extreme talents like Matt Hill, but from top to bottom, I think it gets better every season. When you look at all 24 players that make this game, Waid Vontz with another great move under the basket.
Now you see a lot more balance. Certainly, talent spread out more evenly than what we've seen before. Kyle Eller on the penetration. Nice dish to Josiah Parker. He cannot finish, but the foul on Pete Reynolds, who came in very strong on Josiah Parker and commits the foul.
Yeah, it was a nice hard foul. Contact down below. Good strong take by Josiah.
Cannot connect on the first free throw. Parker, who started his career at Lincoln Christian High School, now a Lincoln High grad. Proud one at that, I'm sure. Second free throw, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds off of Ariane Williams. It'll belong to the Blue.
Free throw shooting, a little bit of a lost art right now.
You see that all throughout, not only high school, but college basketball. You watch a lot of Big 12 basketball, and I know you've called many a missed free throw.
For our own team.
Grant off the mark. Eller with a rebound. Eller on the drive. Here's Martin. The three, no good, but a foul is called. And he's going to get 3 free throws as Jake Meyer commits the foul. And Jeff Martin to the line for 3.
Meyer's kind of laughing about that call. But there was Martin. I think he did one of the leg kicks. He's telling him what he was doing. Those two talking back and forth.
Well, they were teammates in high school, so they're probably used to those antics during practice. Martin hits the free throw. He has 4. Still talking. Part of some wildly successful teams at Bellevue West High School.
Martin just told him he had to jump higher if he wanted to block his jump shot. Of course, he's talking to a player who's 6'6".
Martin headed to Kearney. Play for Coach Kropp out there. Makes 2 of 3, misses the last, and it's out of bounds to the Blue All-Stars. So we're tied at 40 with 5:37 to play first half. Waid Vontz to walk it up for the Blue All-Stars. Haven't seen much walking it up tonight.
No. Get the ball out of the net and go.
O'Neal trapped in the corner. Good D play by Ariane Williams for the moment. But a good recovery by O'Neal. Williams the rebound. Here come the Red All-Stars. And they will slow it up a little bit. Who are these two teams?
Yeah, there won't be more than a couple passes.
There's Ariane Williams on the dribble penetration, and he's fouled. Ariane Williams to the line. Foul on Roy O'Neal. That's his first.
Good strong take with the left hand. Get to the free throw line.
62% free throw shooter last year for Omaha North. And Williams misses the first. According to Ariane Williams, and I don't know if they actually keep this statistic, but according to Ariane, he led the state in dunks last year. Now, I would be surprised if the NSAA kept that statistic, but in Arion's estimation, as he makes the second free throw, he was the state's dunk leader in 2005, 2006.
How much research he did on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, how do you go? Do you call each school? You know,
how many dunks did Matt Hill have? How many dunks did Pete Reynolds have at Blair?
According to Arion, he's the leader.
How many?
He didn't have a number. He just said he was the leader. And the putback by Aaron Brandt gives him 12 points. Well, it's easy to say you're the leader if you don't have to quantify it.
I've heard you make some crazy claims before, too.
Oh.
But
well, those are all true. Kyle Eller driving inside. Nice spin move at the free throw line. Tip up and in by Josiah Parker.
Nice tip. Big man hung up there by the rim just long enough. He was able to get the tip.
And Brandt is fouled shooting the three. We'll watch the tip again from Josiah Parker.
Little spin move inside. See Josiah just try to hang, and nice little tip, soft touch.
And Aaron Brandt will shoot 3 free throws. Bishop Neumann High School misses the first. One of the great track athletes in the state of Nebraska, Aaron Brandt, won the 110 high hurdles, won the all-class gold in the 300-meter hurdles, and set the state record all-class this past year.
You can tell he's got that explosiveness. Got that athleticism. When he's gone to the basket in this game, had the ball in the paint, he's been able to elevate until he has those quick twitch muscles, able to really get off the floor quickly.
2 of 3 that trip of the line, and Aaron Brandt with 14 first half points for the Blue All-Stars.
Anytime you can get an athlete like him, you can form him into a great basketball player. A little bit of a project maybe for skills-wise, but will be a good athlete. And when you have that athleticism to work with, you're way ahead of the game.
Vontz 3-on-2, nice pass ahead to Brandel, who lays it in. Good read by Vontz on the break to find Brandel from the right side. Here's Tyler. Eller trying to drive baseline. Nice spin move by Eller. Had Brandel grasping at air. Eller again, can't finish, and Meyer the rebound. Brandel open in the corner. 3 no good, tip try no. Parker the rebound. Meyer slow to get up on the other end for the Blue. And on the other end, a charge on Kyle Eller. Barreling inside to Waid Vontz.
Yeah, Waid Vontz, good job drawing the charge. Transition, Meyer was a little bit slow at the other end, like you said. Hit the floor pretty hard. Looks like a good call in transition. Good play by Vontz.
See Meyer a little slow to get up on this end. He's fine. Hit the deck pretty hard down there.
Big boy. When you hit that hard.
A little momentum behind him. He's fine staying out there. As Waid Vontz will bring it up. Waid Vontz at 6'1". Has that football player build. He is a thick player.
Yeah, he is.
He'll play basketball, though, at Kearney in the fall. Vontz, nice drive down the baseline. Looks like a good decision with moves like that.
Yeah, you can tell he quarterback mentality, too. Runs a team well, makes good decisions, plays good defense. Smart player.
2:56 to play first half, 48-43. The Blue leads the Red. Discussion between the officials as to who this ball belongs to. And it will stay on this end of the floor. There's going to be a correction. Changing a foul in the book. Eller gets his second, not Smith. So if you're keeping score at home, be sure you erase that in your scorebook. Thus the delay, and Waid Vontz will walk it up.
They ought to just let them have as many fouls as they want in an all-star game.
That doesn't surprise me coming from you tonight.
You know.
At least you're consistent.
I've come up with some crazy ones tonight, kind of, but
But that one you like? You're all right with that one?
7, 8 fouls. I mean,
Just keep playing?
nah. Shoot free throws.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, we could be here till midnight.
4 or 5 hour game. The fans love those. Avery Tyler to Williams. Williams driving it inside. Finger roll good. Pretty play from Arion Williams.
And Walt Frazier there going through the lane. A little finger roll.
Oh, look at the spin from Brandt. Didn't have much to do once he got the spin going, and Vontz fouled by Arion Williams.
Good look inside. Nice little pump fake from Vontz. Got the defender in the air, get the contact, and to the free throw.
So Waid Vontz to shoot 2 free throws. And Vontz, a 79% shooter in his senior season, gives the Blue All-Stars the 4-point lead.
If you're filling it up at 26.5 a game, you're shooting pretty good free throws. Getting to the line a little bit.
Yeah. Eller on the move. Tyler, 4-3. He shot some tough shots tonight. A guarded 3 there.
Look at how Vontz can push the ball with his left hand. You don't see that a lot in high school basketball. That's what separates utility. I mean, that's not something you just do. It takes a lot of work, and what a take that time.
Yeah.
Aaron Brandt.
Very aggressive player, much more aggressive than we had heard from Aaron Brandt. That is a strong take.
Sure is. At 6'4", that's the type of player he's going to have to be. Slasher, get into the paint, elevate, use that explosiveness, get some contact, free throws, develop that jump shot a little bit better.
17 first half points for Aaron Brandt. Down the baseline, Williams trying the jam, cannot connect. Parker the rebound and the putback. Boy, that came out of nowhere, though, that attempt from Arion Williams.
Yeah, I didn't think he was even going to be able to try to dunk it.
Vontz for 3. Off the mark and out of bounds to the Red All-Stars. Wow.
Man, he went under the rim. I thought it was just going to be a nice little reverse layup. Tried to wrap it around and slam it.
Arion Williams will play at Indian Hills Community College, one of the better junior college programs in the country, and I'm guessing try to develop his game to get that Division I offer in a couple of years.
You can tell the explosiveness. He's got the length and the size at 6'5". Just has to get a little bit more skilled. He's not tall enough to play or thick enough yet to play the 4 or 5 at D1 for sure. He's going to have to play the 3 guard, which means he has to get those skills going a little bit more, ball handling.
Well, last week we kicked off the football season with the Shrine Bowl. That means we're only a few weeks away from the opening of the 2006 Husker season. Join us Tuesday, August 29th for our preseason Big Red Wrap-Up as we take a closer look at the upcoming season. Joining me again this year, my partner Adrian Fiala, along with Huskers Illustrated's Sean Callahan, talking recruiting. Mark your fall calendars. Big Red Wrap-Up every Tuesday night, live at 7 Central, beginning August 29th, right here on NET, Nebraska's home for sports. And it really is every Tuesday night. Huskers play every week, no off week till the Colorado week. And we're on every week.
You have Sean Callahan on every week.
We do.
And I get on once a year.
Arion Williams to the basket, he said, abruptly changing subjects as the Blue All-Stars will move it out from underneath the basket.
I understand.
I do not book the guests on Big Red Wrap-Up. That falls to the role of the producer-director, Jim Carmichael.
Yeah, you just show up and read the prompter.
He does all the work. I'm just the guy who reads. Aaron Brandt drive into the basket, and a foul will send Brandt to the line once more.
He doesn't need a lot of space. He gets a little opening, gets right into the paint, contact. Once again, back to the free throw line.
So Eller picks up his 4th foul for the Red All-Stars. Kyle Eller, nothing else has been aggressive defensively. And Brandt will shoot a pair of free throws. He hits.
That'd be a tough way to go out, wouldn't it?
Oh, fouling out in the first half of the All-Star game. Not what you want to do.
No.
Kyle
How
Eller.
was your last game in Nebraska? Well, fouled out in 1 quarter.
19 points now for Aaron Brandt in the first half.
19.
I would not lie to you.
Is that right? It's been a quiet.
Jeff Martin, open three, and he hits it. How about Martin's 8? Has that been a quiet 8?
Oh, I like his jump shot.
Oh, okay.
I've noticed those jump shots.
Brandel for 2, and Jacob Brandel with 4. Here we go again, that breakneck pace that we saw early. Run down and shoot. Martin inside to Parker. Parker blocked by Reynolds. And it'll belong to the Blue All-Stars. Pete Reynolds with a good defensive play inside. Parker's got about an inch and a half on Pete Reynolds. 56-50. Blue All-Stars look like they're content to hold for the last shot.
I think I'd get it to Brandt.
Find Meyer. Back out now. 10 seconds to go. Vontz spinning inside. There's Brandt. 4 seconds. Brandt for 3. That might have been partially blocked. Ariana Williams with the rebound, and halftime is here. So the Blue All-Stars outrun the Red All-Stars in the first half. We're at halftime. Blue leading the Red 56-50. We'll have more from Lincoln's North Star High School in a moment.
Nebraska is the only state served completely by publicly owned power. That means our success isn't determined by how well we serve stockholders, but by how well we serve fellow Nebraskans. It means Nebraskans working 24 hours a day to provide uninterrupted service and affordable electric rates to other Nebraskans. Always there when you need us. NPPD. Together with your local public power utility.
This program is brought to you by the Nebraska Soybean Checkoff. Soy biodiesel is a soy-based, clean-burning, renewable fuel that can be blended with petroleum diesel to reduce America's dependence on foreign oil. Soy biodiesel, making a difference for Nebraska's soybean farmers and you.
Life is what you make of it. And at the end of the day, effort and being productive is its own reward. Hard work. That's the Nebraska way. And at Pinnacle Bank, we think that's the way banking should be. The only constant is change. But around here, we also work hard to stay true to what we believe in. Adaptive, yet traditional. That's the Nebraska way. And at Pinnacle Bank, we think that's the way banking should be.
Hello, I'm Kim Todd. Join me in the Backyard Farmer team each week to find out what you can do to make your gardening easier. We'll have suggestions on landscaping, plant selection, and disease control, plus we'll answer your lawn and gardening questions. And there's Backyard Farmer Extra, where we answer your letters and emails. Watch Backyard Farmer Thursday night at 7 and Backyard Farmer Extra Saturday morning at 8:30 Central Time on NET1.
NET sports coverage of the 2006 Nebraska All-Star Games are made possible in part by Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. By Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, community grants, and college planning services. And by the Nebraska Soybean Board, promoting soy biodiesel fuel, clean burning and renewable, making a difference for soybean farmers and you. We're at halftime of the boys Nebraska Coaches Association All-Star Basketball Game. 56-50, the blue leads the red here at halftime. Kevin Kugler back with you down on the court here at Lincoln's North Star High School, joined by two gentlemen who are about to embark on a very exciting endeavor here in the city of Lincoln. I'm joined by Wally McNaught and Dick Beechner as we talk a little bit about the Nebraska High School Hall of Fame and some exciting news for the High School Hall of Fame. New facilities coming. Wally, tell us a little bit about the groundbreaking of the new facilities for the High School Hall of Fame.
Well, thank you, Kevin, for having us on, first of all. But we're really excited about the opportunity the Nebraska School Activities Association has given us, as they're going to build a new headquarters on the Haymarket Park campus. And they've included us to be an occupant. And we're going to have about 7,500 square feet in which we'll have the opportunity to preserve the rich heritage of Nebraska high school sports and collect the memorabilia that associated with it.
Well, Dick, let's talk a little bit about some of the things that you can put into a high school Hall of Fame. 7,500 square feet sounds like a lot until you start to think about all of the great history that's going on in Nebraska high school. How are you going to narrow this down?
Well, we may have to ask you about it. Wally and I have been to a lot of Hall of Fames over the last year and a half, and you did address the major question, how are we going to narrow it down? And I think that we've had several meetings with the Coaches Association, athletic administrators, and then SAA to get everybody's idea. And hopefully, through that process, we'll come up with something. And I think we want some interactive things because today's people want to push a button and they want to see what's going to go on. That's one thing. But I think that we need some history in our Hall of Fame. And we'd like to have a good orientation film to get people in the frame of mind that when they come into the Hall of Fame, there's something special there.
Well, when you talk about coming into the Hall of Fame, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, hey, when am I going to be able to go into this Nebraska High School Hall of Fame? What's the timeline?
Well, every year, this is our 13th annual induction ceremony coming up at the Lead Center on September 24th. And all you have to do is have somebody nominate you, and we have a nomination form on the internet, as well as we distribute here at Coach Association clinics and around the state. So there's every opportunity.
Dick, when will the new building open up? When will you get into the new building over by Haymarket Park?
Jim Tenneper tells us they are going to break ground in September, and they would hope maybe by next August they would be in it. Our pace may not be quite that fast. We may not have a total Hall of Fame when we move in because it is a gradual process. But I'd like to reemphasize what Wally just said. One of the biggest problems we have had is getting people nominated. And that's kind of a prerequisite. And you have to be out of high school 15 years in order to be eligible. And we have categories: athletes, coaches, contributors, an official. I don't know how officials get in. They're only 50% right, Kevin, as they go along. But, and then we have honored teams. They're not really in the Hall of Fame, but we honor our 25-year team and a 50-year team, and then great moments in sports, then the Fisher Family Award, and then the Ron Gustafson Inspiration Award. So all of those fit into the Hall of Fame, and all of those different people and organizations certainly will have a place in the Hall of Fame where they've been recognized.
Let's talk a little bit, Wally, about that induction ceremony on September 24th. What are people going to see at the Lead Center this year?
Well, we're going to have 13 athletes that are being inducted. I mentioned just a couple of them. Johnny Goodman, the last amateur to win the U.S. Open in 1933. Ed Hussman from Ogallala High School. An outstanding high school athlete, then came down to Nebraska, outstanding both football and wrestling. And then went on, was all-pro 3 years. Then from a young lady by the name of Jody Steinman from Lincoln, who Southeast, I believe it was, who was the first 12-sport letter winner at Southeast, and also went on and was on 4 state championship teams and was the female athlete of the year. So they're just a couple. We also have 5 coaches being inducted, 1 official, and 3 members of the community that have made significant contributions to Nebraska high school athletics.
Dick, very quickly, if people want to get involved in helping out for the new building and the new Nebraska High School Hall of Fame with memorabilia or suggestions, how can they do that?
Well, they can contact me in Kearney, Nebraska at 3214 20th Avenue, and I'll be more than happy to get them an application. They can also, we have a wonderful website. Conde Sargent does a wonderful job with our website, and it's NEBHALLFFAME.org. They can bring up a nomination form on our website. Also, all the past inductees are listed there, some of them with pictures. But another plea that Wally and I would like to make, anyone that has memorabilia that they think would be conducive to the Hall of Fame, we'd like to have that, especially from some of the schools that are no longer schools in the state of Nebraska that have produced. And the thing that we'd also like to make sure that happens, this is a State of Nebraska Hall of Fame. Ray Knab is going in this year from Scotts Bluff. And so again, across the state of Nebraska, it's important that we get those people nominated.
Wally McNaught and Dick Beecher to the Nebraska High School Hall of Fame. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being here tonight.
Thank you, Kevin.
We are at halftime, 56-50. The blue leading the red in the Nebraska Coaches Association All-Star Basketball game. The second half coming up next on NET Sports.
Programming is provided in part by Education Quest Foundation. For over 15 years, Education Quest has offered free college planning services. These services include scholarship searches, student loan information, college selection, and help with completing financial aid application. Education Quest is located in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha. Appointments are available at 800-666-3721.
Programming on NET Television is made possible in part by Somnos Sleep Disorders Center, offering comprehensive testing and diagnosis of sleep disorders, including sleep apnea, since 1990. With clinics in Lincoln and Grand Island, our staff of sleep professionals strives to provide convenience, comfort, and personal care. Information available at somnos.com, because everyone deserves a good night's sleep.
In Denver,
Skopje,
in Tehran,
Omaha,
in Istanbul,
in Hong Kong,
Belgrade,
in Decatur,
in Seattle,
Beijing,
in Pittsburgh,
in Johannesburg.
This is NPR News.
When TV started, we all said, wow. We don't just hear it, we can see it now.
From the fun...
Five Jingles, it's good to have you with us today.
...to the serious.
About the necessity for a vaccination.
Experience the struggles and triumphs of Nebraska's remarkable television beginnings.
Hey, Nebraska, you gotta smile.
On Don't Touch That Dial.
Saturday at 5:30 Central Time on NET1.
At Lincoln's North Star High School, halftime of the Nebraska Coaches Association All-Star Boys Basketball Game. 56-50, the Blue All-Stars leading the Red All-Stars. Along with Matt Davison, I'm Kevin Kugler. Let's take a look at some highlights of the first half. Tyler Bullock, early offense for the Blue All-Stars, and then inside offense to Andrew Anderson.
Well, there was a lot of easy buckets, Kevin, in the first half. That wasn't one of them right there from Bullock, but a lot of buckets in transition. Both teams really getting out. Started a little bit lackadaisical, I guess I should say, not taking care of the basketball, but then they really started heating it up, and Meyer and Bullock and the blue team got out to a good start, and then the red team came back.
A three-pointer from Blankenau there,
and
then Matt Hill inside.
Big two-handed stuff from Matt Hill. A great take inside by Bridger.
Now we saw some tremendous athleticism. Jeff Martin there with a great three. And Arion Williams, a little bit of an alley-oop there from Avery Tyler. And we saw a little bit more of that athletic play from Arion Williams here. Moving inside, he had 5 first-half points. And there are the numbers in the first half. Pretty even, although the three-point shooting percentage, the biggest difference, and the turnovers, a little bit of a difference as well between the red and the blue.
Yeah, and most of those turnovers came in the first quarter when both teams were just trying to go a little bit too fast, but you're pretty happy with those field goal percentages. I mean, 46 and 44 in an all-star game, you know you're not going to have quality shots and work the basketball and all that stuff. So not too bad, 56 and 50 points in the first half. That means you're filling it up a little bit.
56-50, the Blue All-Stars lead the Red All-Stars. The second half from Lincoln's North Star High School is next on NET Sports.
Relive the glory and look back at over 100 years of Husker football, from the Bug Eaters to the empire that Nebraska football has become. Watch the 3-part series produced by NET Television that shares the memories and highlights. If you like football, you'll love watching Husker Century Part 1, 2, and 3. Saturday at noon Central Time on NET1.
Next time on Backyard Farmer, Extension educator Jim Shield will be discussing turf alternatives to bluegrass. He'll show us some interesting and practical tips for installing buffalo grass and wildflowers for lawns in western Nebraska. We'll also catch up with Extension Specialist Dale Lindgren, who will show us penstemon varieties. All that and your gardening questions answered. That's Backyard Farmer, Thursdays at 7 Central, 6 Mountain, right here on NET1.
I was just wondering, what would you consider to be the worst investment you've ever made?
The worst investment I ever made? How long do you have?
I received an email a couple weeks back from you, and it said that if I forwarded it to 20 people, I'd get $10,000. I still haven't seen the money yet.
The world's richest billionaires, Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, give students advice on how to get a job, how to find success, and how to help change the world.
Friday night at 7:30 Central Time on NET1.
NET sports coverage of the 2006 Nebraska All-Star Games are made possible in part by Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. By Pinnacle Bank, with over 45 locations statewide. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be, the Nebraska way, member FDIC. And by Somnos Laboratories, offering comprehensive testing and diagnosis of sleep disorders, SOMNOS.com. Kevin Kugler alongside Matt Davison tonight from Lincoln's North Star Gymnasium at North Star High School in Lincoln. Great to be with you for this Coaches Association All-Star basketball game, and it's been a night of stars here at North Star. Let's look at the leaders in the scoring category. Leading the way for the Red All-Stars, it's Jeff Martin with 10 points, Blankeno with 7, also Hill with 7. For the Blue All-Stars, Aaron Brandt, 19 points, Waid Vontz with 8, and Jake Meyer with 8 for the Blue All-Stars. So some terrific offense from Aaron Brandt in that first half to pace the Blue All-Stars to this 6-point lead.
How about that? He outscores his season average in the All-Star game in the first half in 1 quarter.
Not bad.
19 and a quarter. I mean, it's a 10-minute quarter, so it's a little bit longer than a quarter in high school basketball, but
probably some folks that are proud of the Creighton Blue Jays that are pretty excited to see their walk-on have such a tremendous first half in the All-Star game.
Absolutely.
Not that Creighton appears to need much help for the upcoming season.
I think they'll be okay. But barring any unforeseen bad events, they're going to be just fine.
Yeah. Well, Bullock will trigger in for the Blue All-Stars. France and Bullock in the backcourt. It'll be Grace along with Karstens and Anderson up front. Hill back on the floor for the Red All-Stars. He played the first quarter, did not play the second quarter. Floating it over Hill, cannot connect in the rebound for Matt Hill. Bridger underneath. Good look. How did he find Beranek down there?
Great look and a nice finish too by Beranek in the paint with Matt Hill and all the other tall guys running around there. He's able to finish it.
Mitch Karstens feeds to Andrew Anderson. Anderson turning towards the basket. Grace the jumper, left it a little bit short. Now Bridger on the run. Blankenow, the long fadeaway. And the rebound to Anderson. France. Anderson has it poked free for the moment, gets it back. Harassed defensively, and there's a foul on Beranek. So Drake Beranek picks up his first personal foul. And the Blue All-Stars will inbound. Tyler Bullock right at the scorer's table to trigger in. 56-52, the Blue All-Stars with the lead. France trying to float it again over Hill, and boy, you don't think they're aware of Hill down there. The shot's a little higher arc when Matt Hill's down underneath.
Yeah, he's just really takes a lot of shots away inside, makes you adjust your shot just enough so you miss.
Put back off the miss by Matt Newman. He has 7, and the Red All-Stars within 2. Bullock working against Beranek. Bullock driving it through, had it swatted by Beranek. It'll be out of bounds. And it'll belong to the Red.
Little one-on-one move there. Similar start to this quarter as there was in the first part of the game. You know, a lot of one-on-one, not a lot of structure on the offense. Quick shots.
Ball knocked free by Anderson. Newman able to get it back to Beranek. Lob down to Hill. Trying to pass off to Beranek. He wasn't ready for it. Karstens with numbers, driving it all the way up, and he cannot finish, but he does get the foul.
Maybe should have passed it ahead there. That's an all-star game. Get your shots.
Now Anderson stopped on the play. Looked like he thought about trying to set a little bit of a pick. And Karstens just had no choice, it looked like, on the replay anyway, to try to finish. Boy, a 2-point game. Had a tight one, actually went into overtime in game 1.
I wasn't going to mention that word this game.
I'm not saying or implying that we'll have the same thing here. I'm not going to call my shot like one Matt Davison did in the first game of our doubleheader.
I did.
Accurately, I might add.
One time I was not necessarily hoping I was right.
Bridger will walk it up for the Red All-Stars. Trailing by 3 here in the third. Blankenau. Back down to Hill. Hill working against Rodney Grace. Nice pass off inside. Terrific feed from Bridger to Ryan Tramer.
Well, you can see Bridger really handles the ball well. Still waiting for Matt Hill to make a one-on-one move. Catch the ball face up, maybe shoot a jumper or take it to the basket. He's just had a dunk, and that's about it so far.
Has it taken out of his hands this time by Bullock to the other end. Here's Grace with a two-handed stuff.
A nice pass ahead, and Grace put it down hard. Hill's a little frustrated, I think, at the other end.
He gets fouled. A little bit of a push there as he received the pass.
He felt he was fouled last time down.
Grace's third. And now Matt Newman will head back into the ball game. Drake Beranek will check out. Newman will inbound out of Lincoln East High School. 22 points a game in his senior season. Finished 8th all time as a Spartan on the offensive chart. 802 points in his high school career. In trouble, Bridger gets rid of it. Now Hill. Good pass, Blankenau back over to Hill. Hill, the jumper, no good, but he will go to the line for a pair of free throws.
Nice little spin move inside from Blankenau. Found his high school teammate. A nice strong move going inside. He's probably getting used to that contact down at UT this summer. It's going to be much more physical than anything he's ever seen before. Not so much in the non-conference, but wait till you get to the Big 12 league play. And you go driving into the lane like that. Never really been fouled. It's kind of like football when you get to, you go play Division I football and you've never really been hit in high school till you get hit. And people don't understand sometimes how physical Division I basketball is. Guys that are 6'8", 10, 7 feet, 260 pounds, setting screens, fouling you.
Especially in conferences like the Big 12, where physical play is not only allowed, it's encouraged. Yeah.
No easy buckets.
Well, I'm sure he's already gotten a taste of that, because as the newcomer at Texas, I'm guessing he's being subjected to a little bit of the treatment early.
Yep. They haven't made him shave his head yet.
That may come.
Could be on the horizon.
Mitch Karstens up top to Bullock, 4-3. Well off the mark, and Hill the rebound. 59-58, Blue All-Stars by 1. Here's Hill driving to the basket, and Hill puts it down.
There's a nice take to the basket, a little soft touch on the finish.
First time we've really seen that tonight from Matt Hill. As you mentioned, hadn't had the chance to do that much. Brandt, the fadeaway. He's fouled. And Aaron Brandt will work his way back to the free throw line. Alec Blankenau, the foul committed on Aaron Brandt. We'll watch Hill going to work offensively again.
Nice little pass inside from Bridger. Once he elevates, he has nice body control. You can see didn't get in a hurry. Elevated and laid it in nicely with the right hand.
20 points now for Aaron Brandt, leading all scorers tonight. Misses the second, and the rebound in the corner to Matt Newman. Out of bounds, though. It'll stay with the Red All-Stars. Tied at 60 with 5:54 to play in the third. The pace in this third quarter has slowed down from where we were in the first half.
Sure has.
Off the screen from Hill, now trying to feed down to the big man, and a foul called underneath. Hill working against 6'1" Kendall France, and that's not a good matchup for France to get hooked up with down low.
I think Matt Hill would just make out just fine with that matchup. Force the foul. Definitely going to have to double team him.
Red will inbound again to Bridger. Bridger floating it down to Hill. He can't finish twice. The third time the charm for Matt Hill.
Shows some athleticism there, being able to go up 2-3 times in a row, quickly get off the floor, follow it up.
Andrew Anderson with a nice move on the other end. Tramer backs it out now to Bridger. Baseline drive by Bridger's poked away, and Bullock picks up the loose ball. Here comes Brandt. Long two. Hill the rebound, taken away, a foul by Andrew Anderson on Matt Hill. Nowhere near the limit yet, just a fourth team foul, and
both teams now clearing the bench. Looks like they're gonna
major line changes here.
Split up the half, split up the quarter like they did the first half. 5 minutes and 5 minutes with the second squad.
And here they come. So the new team on the floor for each squad.
Little boost of energy. Sure to see the pace get a little faster now the next couple of minutes till they get winded like the other squad did.
Well, Avery Tyler's been a guy who's been able to push it tonight for the Red All-Stars. Waid Vontz for the Blue, and they're both on the floor right now. Josiah Parker right off the head of Avery Tyler, who backs out for a three, and he hits it. An unusual assist for Josiah Parker.
Sure was, went right off his head, backed up, knocked it down.
Brandel trying to answer with a three, and it's tipped over to Arion Williams. Tyler, great interception by Waid Vontz. O'Neal up ahead, lays it in, and he's fouled.
Nice pass ahead from Vontz. Got the ball to O'Neal. It was a nice little finish from him. Looked like Parker was just a little bit late getting there, slapped the glass. Chance of a three-point play, but a nice pass ahead from Vontz.
Oh, nope.
That really made the play.
I don't believe they called it a foul. Let's see, the officials are talking. No foul has been called yet, and they're just going to say it'll go the other way. The official just whistled when he slapped the backboard, but the ball went in anyway.
It was going to be an
offensive goaltending rather, but Randy Hagedorn had them all lined up to shoot the free throw, and then the official who made the call said, "Oh, wait a minute, I didn't call a foul." 65-64. The Red leading by one. With the ball, Smith fadeaway. Rebound picked up by Meyer in the corner. Vontz trying to push it ahead to Pete Reynolds. Reynolds is fouled. There's a foul. And Reynolds will go to the line for two free throws.
Maybe not the ideal play from Vontz to hit Pete Reynolds, who's 6'8", catching it on a full speed run at the three-point line. Puts it on the deck once and gets to the free throw line, but probably not where Pete Reynolds is most used to catching the pass.
I would assume that Reynolds doesn't run up against that kind of size too often. Josiah Parker able to match him inch for inch. Hits the second free throw. Reynolds gives the Blue All-Stars the 1-point lead. And now a whistle away from the ball. And a foul on Roy O'Neal. That's his second. And the fouls starting to mount here as Kyle Eller, who has 4 of them, checks back into the game for Brad Smith.
4 fouls. Hopefully Eller can stay in the game a little bit. You hate to see a kid foul out.
Martin, long 3. Good for Jeff Martin. He's got 13.
Love that jump shot, pretty.
Tom Kropp is going to love that jump shot at UNK. Jake Meyer up top to Brandel for 3, and there's the answer, Jacob Brandel out of North Platte St. Pat's with a 3. 1-point lead for the Blue. Avery Tyler, bound and determined to shoot it. Martin, he'll shoot it again, cannot connect. Parker's trying no, and Reynolds the rebound. 3-on-2. Meyer in the corner for 3. That's not good. And the rebound by Brandel out of bounds off of Martin. Great play by Brandel, who caught it in the air and trickled it off of Martin before it went out of bounds.
Martin was laying on the ground out of bounds, and Brandel simply threw it right down on top of him, and he was the first one to touch it after being out of bounds. See it right here. Maybe not, but that's what happened, I assure you.
Reynolds inside, got Parker in the air and finished nicely.
Nice pump fake.
Martin the fadeaway. That's a dart from the free throw line. The rebound by Reynolds. Meyer left alone in the corner, but he stepped out of bounds, and it'll belong to the Red All-Stars.
Boy, Meyer has a nice jump shot. For being 6'6", says he's a post player, but he's roaming around outside the arc most of the time tonight. Nice, sweet jump shot.
I'd guess when he goes on to play at Rockhurst, he'll probably end up being a 3, maybe
yeah,
a 4.
I think so. I think he could get a little more athletic and play the 3 for sure.
Inside, nice move from Josiah Parker. Very nice with the right hand. 71-70, Blue All-Stars by 1. Meyer at the free throw line, a little bit short. Got his own rebound. Cannot finish, and the rebound this time for Kyle Eller.
Said Meyer was going to Rockhurst. I played there in a tournament one time in high school. Played the Atlanta Celtics.
Yeah.
Who I didn't know at the time had 3 NBA players on that team.
Oh my.
And
how'd you fare?
Needless to say, it was somewhere near the 105 to 52 range.
Ooh.
Okay, that's exactly what it was. 105 to 52. It got pretty ugly pretty fast.
As long as you've forgotten it.
Yeah, I know. It's not something I try to hold on to much, but not a good memory from Rockhurst.
I would not imagine. Hopefully better memories for Jake Meyer than for Matt Davison down there.
Of course, I went out with a sprained ankle in the first quarter, so who knows what would have happened.
Aaron
okay,
Grant.
that's not true.
I'm leaving that one live. When you send in your cards and emails, you can mention that comment. Waid Vontz inside. Ball loose on the floor, and who's got it? Vontz has it for the moment, and now everybody's on top. The tie-up,
wow.
And it belongs to the Red All-Stars. Looked like a rugby scrum. Everybody piling on.
Some football players there with Waid, Vontz, Martin.
I don't want to get in a pile with Waid Vontz. He's still got that football mentality. He's only a week away from playing in a football game.
Oh, bulldog.
And we look like I have a little bit of sweat needing to be wiped up back there, as you can imagine. 1:28 to play in the third. 71-70. The Blue leading the Red. Pretty evenly matched game.
Sure is. Neither team has really been able to build much of a lead. We'll see in the fourth quarter the strategy these coaches come up with, who they're gonna play. It seems like both teams pretty even across the board. I haven't been able to tell a huge difference even in the rotation with the coaches so far. You know, they go to the bench. I can't tell you who I would go with for 5 players off of each team, really. Well,
you know, Matt Hill, you would expect to have a pretty significant advantage, but He does have 11 points, pretty good on the glass tonight, but he's not hurt the blue team like you might expect he would.
The thing he has done that kind of goes overlooked is when he has caught it in the post and they double team him, he's kicked it out pretty well.
Yeah, he's done a good job passing out of the double team tonight. Vontz up the floor quickly to the leading scorer, Aaron Brandt, and he throws it away. Here comes Martin, taken away from behind by Vontz, but he can't keep it in bounds. Boy, Vontz is just no care for life or limb as he flies up and down the court tonight.
Nice player. I like him. Look at him create the contact here. Let him play.
And you got it. You got what you wanted. Here come the Blue All-Stars. Vontz and the Blue with a 1-point lead. Vontz up top to Meyer. Waid Vontz will shoot it. Left it a little short, but gets his rebound. Shovels it into the arms of Kyle Eller. That's not where he wanted to go with it. Eller on the drive with the left hand, can't get the kind roll. 25 seconds remaining in this third quarter. 1-point lead for the Blue All-Stars. And there's a foul. A reach in on Avery Tyler. Now, that's not the foul if you're Steve Bartek, the head coach of the Red Squad, that you want to see with 20 seconds remaining to pick up that 5th foul.
Wouldn't think.
Rather have that one to give a little bit later on in the 4th.
I think so, yeah.
There's Steve
Especially
Bartek.
when you have Waid Vontz handling the ball. Not a good odds of just stripping him clean.
No, good ball handler, very strong. Meyer on the drive, strong drive. He's fouled on the floor, and that might be on Kyle Eller. If it is, it's his 5th.
I think it is.
It is his 5th personal foul, so Eller fouls out with 10.8 seconds to play in the third quarter. And Kyle Eller's high school basketball career ends a little earlier than he would have liked in this All-Star game. The David City Aquinas grad will have a seat on the end of the bench. No points, 5 fouls for Eller tonight.
A little bit of a tough line, but he played hard.
Meyer
down swinging.
Hoists the guard at 3. Tip try by Brandt, no good. Rebound tipped around, and we're at the end of the third quarter. Good third quarter here at Lincoln's North Star High School. The Blue leading the Red 71-70. Fourth quarter is next on NET Sports.
All across the state, Nebraskans use electricity every day. And that electricity is 100% publicly owned. So profits don't go to stockholders, but are returned to Nebraskans. And because the power is supplied to Nebraskans by Nebraskans, it's reliable. Always there when you need us. NPPD, together with your local public power utility.
Around here, being direct is the best approach to most everything. Straightforward. That's the Nebraska way. And at Pinnacle Bank, we think that's the way banking should be. A good neighbor is better than a far-off brother. You can always count on them to lend a hand. Reliable. That's the Nebraska way. And at Pinnacle Bank, we think that's the way banking should be.
Well, if you'd like to get a DVD of this 2006 Nebraska All-Star basketball game, just log on to netnebraska.org and click the sports link, or call 1-800-228-4630 to order your DVD. You'll be able to enjoy this year's All-Star game for years to come. NET is Nebraska's home for sports. Fourth quarter about to begin. The Blue All-Stars leading the Reds 71-70 here at Lincoln's North Star High School.
It's another tight one.
It is. And an overtime game in our first tonight. What will happen here? Reynolds to work against Hill. Now the lineup's all mixed up, really for the first time tonight.
Yeah, they pretty much stuck with the quarterly teams there in the third quarter.
Bullock's shot no good, and the rebound kicked around to Jeff Martin.
He hasn't been shy tonight.
Martin on the drive. Avery Tyler penetrating inside. Good body control by Tyler to stay on his feet. Ball loose and picked up by Pete Reynolds. Brandt in some trouble. Vontz driving inside against Hill, and he lays it in against the big man.
How about that? Nice little fake pass there to his right, and a left-handed finger roll over the 6'11" Matt Hill.
And on the other end, Andrew Bridger with a 3. And that ties it up at 73.
I'd say I have to be impressed with by the point guards more than anybody tonight, really. Bridger and Waid Vontz have done such a good job of handling the ball.
How about that floater from Aaron Brandt? He's got 22 points tonight. Bridger again for 3. The lefty can't make it 2 for 2. And Reynolds the rebound. Tyler Bullock spinning down the baseline, and he misses the shot. Rebound kicked out of Blankenau's hands. Still loose, and there's big Matt Hill to scoop it up. Trying to dump it inside. Hill able to corral it, and the stuff. Boy, once he got a hold of it, you knew what was coming.
Yep. Pretty easy. You don't have to jump real high, but nice finish from Matt Hill.
That finish ties it at 75. And we play on. Bullock, the fadeaway from the elbow. Pinball's out. Bridger feeding Hill on the baseline. Look at the reverse from Matt Hill. Can't finish, but he does draw the foul on Pete Reynolds.
Nice little left-handed reverse there. Reynolds had a nice challenge, really. Did get him on the wrist. A couple of free throws coming.
Hill has struggled from the line, struggled most of the year, just a 57% free throw shooter. But the Blue All-Stars are going to take a timeout with 7:48 to play, tied at 75. Watch Backyard Farmer every Thursday night at 7 Central Time for all your lawn and gardening questions. Make your gardening easier with Backyard Farmer each week on NET1. Now, one of the best moves of the night, Waid Vontz on the drive against the big man, Matt Hill. Watch for the fake.
Crafty. Quick release. I mean, it's a nice pass fake and then a quick release. That's what got it over the 6'11" Matt Hill with a left hand, by the way.
Yeah, and just got Hill to peek enough out of the corner of his eye at the fake to give Vontz time to slip behind him. Pretty intelligent play from Waid Vontz. Yeah, a couple of good point guards tonight. Andrew Bridger, Waid Vontz. They'll be matching up throughout their college careers at the D2 level. Vontz at UNK and Bridger at UNO. Hill hits the free throw. He has 14 points tonight. I feel like both of those teams are in pretty good hands with those guys running the point.
Absolutely. Handle the ball well, make good decisions. They can score it if they need to.
Hill misses the second, and Reynolds the rebound. Here comes Tyler Bullock. Been kind of a rough night for Tyler. Just 6 points tonight.
Not a box score he's going to want to see, I don't think.
Great cut and a great pass to Aaron Brandt. That's a box score Brandt will keep. 24 tonight. Up top, Newman. Open 3, but he cannot connect. And there's Bullock with a rebound. See if Bullock can push it here. To Brandt for 3. Hill the rebound, and then a careless pass by Matt Hill.
Sure was. Nice little steal from Brandt.
And how about this steal from Avery Tyler? Tyler to the other end, and he jams it. The little man, 6'1", able to put it down with 2 hands, and the Red leading by 1.
Nice steal, coast to coast. Another
Bullock.
From Bullock.
And another miss. A rough night in his own gym. Bridger rolling over to the left wing. Beranek trying to drive against Grace. Tyler, nice up and under move. Cannot finish. Tyler gets the rebound. Now Avery Tyler. Boy, The bullet pass across to Beranek. And now Hill will put it in. I mean, not how you draw it up, but it still works.
Pretty opportunistic, but he was right there in the right spot. A lot of balls obviously carry him off the front of the rim, and he's right there to put it back in. Number of putbacks already tonight.
Bullock. Reynolds, oh, he thought about the three. They would have given it to him. Now Reynolds going to work inside against Hill. Partially blocked by Matt Hill.
Nice block. Kept his feet on the ground. I don't think Matt Hill ever left his feet.
Hill, a little fadeaway. Left that one short. Taken away by Beranek for the moment, but it's out of bounds to the Blue All-Stars. Good hustle by the Ravenna grad, Drake Beranek.
Last 5 minutes here. This is where both coaches will go with the guys they think give them a chance to win. Best chance to win. Meyer comes back in for the Blue All-Stars. Brandt. Kendall France.
France will bring it up. Trying to give him a shot of energy here. Red leading by 3. Pass inside taken away. Arion Williams on the run. Arion decided to shoot that right when he picked it up, I believe. And wasn't going to change his mind.
Arion went into, got into the air. I don't think he had anywhere to go with it.
And there's a foul on Williams after the 3, and it's going to give Meyer a chance to shoot 3 free throws. Arion Williams picked that ball up just outside of the 3-point arc and ran up the floor. 3 men draped on him, and he was not going to give that ball up.
Picked up his dribble above the 3-point line, only took 2 steps floating through the air.
Free throw by Meyer is good. He has 9 points. Well, 5:05 to go. This is about the time where Matt Davison in our first game made his bold prediction.
Not going to do that in this game.
There will be no bold predictions?
No,
All right.
no. Blue team's going to win by 3. I don't. Did I say that out loud? No. No overtime. Not predicting overtime.
Meyer with one more free throw here. And it's good. Meyer with 11 points, and we're tied at 80. About 5 minutes remaining in this 4th quarter. Beranek, finger roll from Beranek. He cannot get the roll. Parker inside is fouled. It's 2nd effort, 3rd effort by Josiah Parker to stay in there.
Pretty physical inside. Better be strong with the basketball. Definitely getting some contact in there.
It's the 4th, Matt, on Rodney Grace. The red squad has already lost Kyle Eller tonight. Grace, the first blue member in foul trouble. Parker gives the Red All-Stars the 1-point lead. Josiah Parker with 9. Second one no good. There's Arion up there to get the rebound. Williams can't connect though. And Kendall France brings it out to Grace. No good. Rebound Andrew Anderson inside, and he'll go to the line for a pair. Boy, some physical play down low between these two squads.
Sure is. Nice offensive rebound from Anderson. I don't even know how he got the ball above the rim when he went back up.
Anderson will shoot 2. He averaged a double-double his senior year at Omaha Burke High School. 18.5 points, 12 rebounds a game.
Pretty solid.
Hard to complain about that. 3-time member of the All-Metro team in Omaha. Beranek. Arion Williams trying to feed Parker in the post. And Williams traveled with it. The turnover back to the blue with 4:24 to play. And the Blue All-Stars with a 1-point lead, 82-81.
I have a feeling we're going to see quite a few free throws down the stretch here. Both teams going to be aggressive, going to the basket.
There's France to the basket, finds Meyer open for three, and Meyer hits the three.
Boy, that's
good looking jumper.
Sweet jump shot, I'm telling you. Nice rotation, perfect arch.
Parker, right-handed hook, no good. A rebound inside, Andrew Anderson. Jake Meyer. Grace trying to drive baseline, and a foul is called. Rodney Grace drawing the foul on Josiah Parker. And we'll watch it again as Parker picks up his third personal foul.
Well, Grace caught that ball, and he decided he was going to take it up. Goes into the lane, gets the contact, and to the free throw.
Chance to extend the blue lead, and he misses the first free throw. Just a 48% free throw shooter, Rodney Grace. He plans to play overseas after his collegiate career, starting it off at Des Moines Area Community College, and he'd like to make it to the NBA. But he's got a backup plan. He also enjoys, and this is one of his hobbies, he programs video games.
Is that right?
Yeah. So you can either play overseas or program a video game.
Well,
either way, he's got it covered.
A couple years of basketball, then go over to maybe France or something, play a little bit, and then head back over here. If the NBA doesn't work out, then do the video game deal.
Misses both of the free throws. Still a 4-point game in the corner. Tyler for three, and it's good. We've got a 1-point game again. France trying to answer, and he hits the three.
What a big shot.
88-84. Bridger trying to drive past France, and he's fouled by France along the baseline. And that'll send Bridger to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Pretty good defense right there. And Bridger decided he was going to continue to go baseline and drew the foul.
Front end of the 1-and-1, no good. The rebound, Jake Meyer. Blue with the ball and the lead. France pull up at the free throw line. Hill the rebound. Tyler trying to accelerate past Karstens, and there's a foul. And so to the line goes Avery Tyler with 3:05 to play. A 4-point game. And Avery Tyler will shoot the 1-and-1. Next foul puts either team over the double bonus, as Tyler Bullock will check back in.
Tyler had his ankle braces undone, looks like. I think he thought his night might have been over.
Gotta tie his shoes up.
And try to tie his shoes now. He untied them for a little bit. I think his ankle braces are still undone.
Tyler, front end of the 1-and-1 is good. And he'll get one more. Alex Blankenau is halfway up the floor. Got to come back, get his position along the free throw lane. And the second one good as well for Avery Tyler. So a 2-point ball game, 88-86. The Blue leading with 3:05 to play in the fourth as Waid Vontz checks in for Kendall France. Meyer will also get a breather here as Aaron Brandt back into the ball game for the Blue All-Stars. Red going to apply a little bit of pressure here. Bullock working against Tyler. Bullock accelerating. Nice pass off to Grace, and Grace is blocked. Oh my. Going the other way as Matt Hill absolutely rejected Rodney Grace.
My goodness, what a block. Just met him at the top. A good strong take from Grace. But an even better block from Matt Hill. He has about 5 inches on him, so respect Grace for taking it strong to the hole.
243 blocks at Lincoln Southeast in Hill's career. Misses the finger roll, and Brandt the rebound. Well, they got the look they wanted that time down the floor. Brandt comes up injured at half court. The ball towards the side is picked up by Vontz. Brandt still hobbling. Ball loose on the floor. Hill on top of Pete Reynolds. And the foul going to go against Pete Reynolds for the Blue All-Stars.
Kind of undercut Matt Hill there, and everyone held their breath just for a second. He's going to be fine, but anytime you see this, somebody diving for a ball, and don't want to see anybody get hurt in a game like this.
Rick Barnes is watching down in Austin via our webcast. Matt's okay.
He's just fine.
Free throw. No good for Matt Hill. Matt Newman into the ball game for the Red All-Stars. Been a balanced attack tonight for the Red. Hill with 16, Martin and Tyler with 13, Newman and Parker with 9 apiece. Really not been that one dominant standout player. Although Hill has had some terrific moments on the glass and as a shot blocker and shot changer. And there's a foul on Jeff Martin, working up against Tyler Bullock. 2:20 to go. It's a 1-point game, 88-87. The Blue All-Stars leading the Red.
Bullock's going to go to the free throw line as his ankle brace is undone for some odd reason, hanging out. Wasn't like that earlier in the game.
One more for Bullock. You know those ankle braces that Matt was talking about. Bullock hits the free throw. 7 points for Tyler Bullock. He averaged 25.5 this year for Lincoln North Star. This is a night he'd just as soon forget. Tyler got free with a crossover. Misses the three, and Brandt the rebound. Brandt lost it off his foot, able to get it back. 89-87, Blue leading by 2. Bullock in the corner for 3. Huge 3 for Tyler Bullock and the Blue All-Stars. 5-point advantage now for the Blue. Hill can't handle the pass from Bridger, and now Brandt out in front with Bullock, sets up wide open 3. No good. Rebound put in by Rodney Grace.
Boy, nice putback. Good job running the floor, getting in position to get the offensive rebound.
Now Bridger tries and misses the 3. Comes Brandt on the run again for the Blue All-Stars. Bullock all alone, two-handed stuff. Tyler Bullock now with 12, and all of a sudden the lead is 9 for the Blue All-Stars.
Boy, this is a close game until the last minute.
Hill misses another short one. Misses again. And a foul is called underneath against the Blue All-Stars. Well, that's one aspect of Matt Hill's game he'll need to improve upon in the Big 12.
Get those opportunities.
Short shots.
Get those opportunities. You have to convert because you're not getting it back.
No, not in the Big 12.
No. You have 3 or 4 other guys that are just as tall and can jump just as high. They're there to grab it.
Matt Newman. Free throw no good. 1:08 to play. And the Blue All-Stars all of a sudden with a 9-point lead, and the Red All-Stars are going to take a timeout to talk this over. I'll be sure to join us for the 2006 Nebraska All-Star Volleyball game. That's tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central from Lincoln's North Star High School right here. It's the best of Nebraska as the top graduated seniors compete in their last high school event. It's All-Star Volleyball on NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports. Kathy Wieskamp will join me for that one tomorrow night. And we'll be right back here at North Star High School, and I know I can count on Matt to pop over and say hi at some point during the night.
I'll be over here to buy you a sandwich or
I appreciate
whatever it is that you need
I
during the
appreciate
broadcast.
That. I know I can always count on you. if you'd like a DVD of this 2006 Nebraska All-Star basketball game, you don't want to miss any of this witty repartee, just log on to netnebraska.org and click the sports link or call 1-800-228-4630 to order your DVD. You'll be able to enjoy this year's All-Star game for years to come. NET is Nebraska's home for sports. Matt Newman at the free throw line to shoot one more free throw attempt. Missed his first, and he hits the second. Newman with 10 points.
A little full court pressure here. Probably see the red team pressure until the blue team crosses half court, maybe try to trap once, and then probably go to the fouling tactic. Try to extend the game a little bit.
Grant to Vontz. Vontz across the timeline. There's the foul, as Matt talked about. That'll go on Jeff Martin. That's his third. And some free throws here for Wade Vontz. Both teams well over the limit, so this will be 2 free throws for Vontz. First is good. Wade Vontz with 11 points. Alec Blankenau back in for the Red All-Stars. Trying to find somebody else with that 3-point range. Vontz hits the second. And the Blue All-Stars, in the span of just a few seconds, have opened up a 10-point lead. Blankenau trying to get free for the 3. Left it well short. Out of bounds, though, off of Rodney Grace. And the Red gets another chance with 49.7 seconds remaining.
Going to clean the bench now. Red team's going to bring in 5 new guys.
Chance for some fresh